You are continuously moving through your daily life with the haunting, unshakable feeling that your entire existence is locked on a rigid, unbreakable autopilot, as if you are passively reciting lines from a restrictive script you never actually wrote, watching your highest visions of wealth, health, and love drift agonizingly out of physical reach. This is not a sequence of bad luck, nor is it an indifferent universe turning its back on your effort. It is the silent, mathematical operation of a highly specific vibrational code deeply encoded into your subconscious architecture. The quantum observer effect dictates that absolute reality refuses to settle into a fixed material shape until it is actively observed. But what mainstream success blueprints completely hide from you is that your subconscious is a relentless 24/7 broadcaster that never stops observing. While your conscious lips are routinely practicing positive thoughts or reading affirmations, your deeper underlying emotional tone is broadcasting a steady, high-powered signal of lack, unworthiness, and survival. The non-sentient quantum matrix is completely deaf to your intellectual wishes. It responds exclusively to the raw data of your subconscious frequency structure, effortlessly turning your hidden expectations and emotional chemistry into the rigid physical events of your daily timeline. The hidden blueprint governing your adult financial, relational, and physical reality was entirely installed before you possessed the cognitive capacity to question its validity. During the initial 7 years of human biological development, the brain operates predominantly within a slow, deeply receptive theta brainwave frequency, the exact same state utilized by clinical hypnotists to bypass the conscious critical mind and program behavior. As a young child, you were not merely observing your immediate environment, you were functioning as an open, sponge-like recording device, automatically downloading your parents' emotional relationship with money, their deep-seated responses to stress, and their subconscious boundaries regarding love and worthiness. This downloaded data did not simply form your philosophical worldview, it permanently structured your body's nervous system, your heart's primary electromagnetic field, and your basic hormonal chemistry. You entered adulthood with an invisible, highly potent operating system running silently beneath your conscious awareness, mechanically dictating which specific timelines you continuously collapse out of the infinite quantum soup of potential. The foundational reason why standard visualization practices and mechanical affirmation journals fail to produce measurable physical shifts is that creators are attempting to manipulate their destiny using only 5% of their mind. You cannot successfully construct a wealthy, liberated future while your biological vehicle is simultaneously carrying a deep, subatomic frequency of poverty, betrayal, or chronic anxiety. When you sit down to visualize your ideal life while your heart is still actively resonating with old emotional baggage, you are projecting a deeply fractured, highly incoherent signal into the matrix. The quantum field is completely mathematical and rigidly precise. It does not weigh the moral goodness of your desires, nor does it yield to desperate mental force. It simply matches your current state of being. If the underlying emotional tone of your physical body remains tethered to a historical identity of struggle, the universe has no mathematical choice but to continuously project that exact data back into your material environment as your daily fate.
In the precise language of modern quantum mechanics, individual subatomic particles do not occupy a definitive point in space or time until an observer actively interacts with the system. Prior to that measurement, they exist solely as a fluid wave pattern of infinite probabilities. Your ideal life, the timeline where your health is fully restored, your wealth is completely maximized, and your creative freedom is absolute, is not an imaginary daydream or a distant wishful hope. It exists right now as a literal coexisting wave pattern within the quantum matrix. The definitive point of collapse occurs the exact microsecond your internal identity matches your conscious intention. It happens when your inner emotional state of already possessing the result becomes significantly more dominant than the external sensory state of waiting for it to show up. When you train your nervous system to experience a future memory so deeply that your biological cells cannot distinguish between the present moment and the imagined vision, the wave function instantly crystallizes into a solid, real-world experience. To actively disrupt the automatic playback of your childhood programming, you must learn to speak the native language of the universe through the deliberate activation of the heart field. Your physical heart houses the most powerful electromagnetic generator in the human body, producing a magnetic field that radiates several feet away from your physical skin. When you allow your focus to slide down from the analytical brain and anchor directly into the center of your chest, executing a rhythmic breath pattern of 5 seconds in and 5 seconds out, you immediately initiate a radical nervous system reset. Your scattered, stress-induced beta brainwaves are forced to slow down, synchronizing perfectly with the harmonious, measured rhythm of your heart. This profound state of heart-brain coherence effectively transforms your entire body into an exceptionally clear, highly focused quantum beacon, cutting through the chaotic static noise of your past conditioning and broadcasting a unified, high-amplitude code that the matrix instantly recognizes.
The ultimate test of your quantum calibration does not take place during your silent, undisturbed morning practice. It unfolds when you open your eyes and step directly back into your familiar physical environment. Because your biological body has become deeply addicted to the specific chemical peptides associated with your old identity of stress, lack, and reaction, your nervous system will naturally attempt to pull your awareness back into its historical baseline. You will experience ordinary daily moments where a sudden bill, a cold message, or an old memory will instantly threaten to drop your vibration right back into a state of survival. This precise moment of friction is the critical fork in your personal timeline. If you blindly react using your historical conditioning, you immediately validate the old script. But if you utilize conscious presence to observe the bodily tension, slow your breathing, and deliberately re-choose the emotional signature of your future self, you effectively dismantle the neural architecture of the past and permanently stabilize your new vibrational address.
True quantum transformation is never achieved through a temporary, frantic burst of mental effort. It is stabilized when coherence shifts from an isolated daily ritual into a permanent lifestyle. You must move, speak, breathe, and interact with your current environment as if your future victory is already an unshakable historical fact. When you achieve absolute emotional independence, meaning you no longer require a physical bank statement, an external relationship, or an environmental shift to confirm your inner wealth and peace, you have officially broken the matrix loop. You stop living as a reactionary victim of linear time and step into your role as an active, sovereign creator. The external matrix has no choice but to fluidly bend, reconfigure, and reorganize its physical pieces to match your dominant internal resonance, delivering perfectly timed synchronicities, unexpected paths, and effortless breakthroughs that reflect the new code you have permanently locked into your field. Through this intense exploration of the subconscious operating system, we have unlocked the truth that your life is never limited by external obstacles, but by the automated, low-frequency scripts downloaded into your body before the age of 7. We have realized that the quantum field is completely mathematical, ignoring your conscious wishes while flawlessly mirroring your underlying emotional identity. If you are fully ready to permanently delete your old conditioning, override the matrix loop, and claim your place within our collective network of conscious creators, type the phrase, "I am waking up to the code" in the comments below to cement your alignment. By dedicating just 5 minutes each day to executing the quantum coherence protocol, anchoring your breath in your heart center, and flooding your biology with the profound, unconditional gratitude of the wish fulfilled, you will rewrite your cellular memory. The historical triggers that once drained your energy will gracefully dissolve. Your mind will enter an unshakable state of certainty, and the physical universe will move with absolute mathematical precision to turn your inner frequency into material reality. Stop reading the old script. Become the author of the field now.